Hello, welcome to my channel, Another Bibliophile Reads. My name is Greg, and for the second time in 1 week, I'm making a response video to something that MJ at Reading This Life put up. She put up a video talking about how she has discovered that she kind of likes annotating some books. Now, this is going to ruffle some feathers because annotating books seems to be a bone of contention with some people. I know I have some good friends on BookTube who really like annotating their books. They hold up pictures of their books and the text is just covered with all different sorts of handwriting because they find value in that. Now, for me, I'm not really a big fan of annotating. I'm sort of the philosophy of, take only pictures, leave only footprints when you read a book. And also, when you go out in the wilderness, nowadays, it is suggested when you camp overnight that you take your poo back with you because everyone has to poo in the wilderness and no one wants to encounter your poo when they're exploring the wilderness. I'm that way too. If I pick up a used book, I don't want to experience someone else's annotations or highlights. Let's just take a look at this. This is a wonderful used book of science fiction short stories. But if you look at this, someone has decided to highlight the text. Right there. Now, as far as annotations go, that's really not too serious. It's very mild annotations. But I dislike it. That's like going into the wilderness and seeing someone else's poo. This person has pooed on my book when they highlighted that text. It'd be even worse if they scribbled out things with their hands and notes and comments to themselves. And it's just something I really just don't want to encounter when I'm reading a book. So when people annotate books, really what they're doing is making it so that book is not going to be read by other people. Now, maybe some people don't mind annotations. Maybe some people actually like to read other people's annotations. This is where the bone of contention comes in. This is where the feathers get rustled. Do you like to annotate books? And do you like to read other people's annotations? I am very firmly in the no camp for both of those. Leave those books alone. Try to leave them in as pristine condition as possible when you read them. Of course, picking up and reading a book can alter the book slightly on the spine. That's perfectly normal. You can't help that. But please, avoid annotating books. And if you must annotate your books, do not sell them to a used bookstore. Because whoever purchased this book from the seller in the used bookstore did not look through this text very heavily. Or if they did, they decided they just did not care. And last one not. Now, I bought this off thrift books on the internet, so I was not able to look at the text before buying. If I had seen those highlights, I wouldn't have bought the book. So I own this. I guess I can read it. If I ever saw another used copy cheap, yeah, I'd buy that one and throw this in a little free library and let some other poor schmo worry about the highlights. And that's what I think. What does everyone else think? Is this truly feathers getting rustled, bones being picked, contentions being thrown about? Or is this some just sort of little quirk of my own saying, I don't like to look at the annotations and I don't like to read the annotations? And one of the reasons I specifically do not annotate my books is my handwriting is completely, totally, utterly illegible and nasty looking. As I said, it looks like you put ink on a chicken's, claws and let it run around the page. It just ruins the book when I write in it. Well, that's my take on it. And if you have a different take, go ahead and make your own response video. I'd like to see what other people think. Thank you for watching, and keep on reading.